Good morning, big family. Hey, so it's another chilly morning. I love it. The cold is rolling in. First things first on the list today, before I get anything started or get going. First
It was
thing on
25
the
this morning.
yeah.
Not in the house, of course.
No,
I'm warm in the
no,
house.
we got central heat. Thank goodness. I like modern technology. First things on the list though is that I need some tea. I need some peppermint tea in my life, so I have to go out to the greenhouse and take that lovely brisk walk to my nice greenhouse and pick some peppermint tea and get that going. So I need that in my life first. Happy puppies. Good morning, happy puppers. Oh, the happy babies. Hey, babies. Hey, babies. Y'all gonna come with me? Yeah, come with me to the greenhouse. Come on, let's go. Oh, no, I did not see that. Oh, this is the first time I've been out here this morning, so I did not see this, guys. Oh, no. Oh, that is not good. That is no bueno. All right, I gotta call my repairman, AKA Wesley. Let's call it Mr. Fix-It Man and see what can be done about this. Thank you, honey.
Yep. I'll have to go to town and get parts for that. We just forgot I forgot to unhook the hose and
it just busted, huh?
And cover this pipe up.
That's all right. Whoops.
Yeah. My bad. Normally when it's going to freeze, if we know it's going to freeze like that, we drain out these outdoor lines.
Yeah, and I didn't think about that when you told me how cold it was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't think like drain the lines or unplug the hoses.
Yeah, I didn't think about it either.
And that should have clicked with me, sorry.
It's not a hard fix. It's an easy fix. We
Yeah.
can salvage the faucets that are on here, and I'll just have to get some pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, it broke above the main spigot,
Oh,
so
good.
I can just pull this off.
That's good.
And we can just replace this piece.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mr. Fix-It Man.
Yeah.
What would I do without you in my life? I would just cry, not knowing what to do.
No, you wouldn't.
I love you.
You figure it out, baby.
Eventually.
But it looks like all the seedlings in there are
Yay, let me see. All right, hello seedlings and plants. Hello babies. Good morning. Good morning, Ivy hanging in there and the little Avery succulents. Good morning, all the plants that need to be planted and go in the ground, and that rose that is still losing its mind and going crazy. I think it may have, the roots may have gone through the weed fabric by now. I think it has planted itself deeply. Hello, babies. Oh, beautiful. Lovely. Y'all are looking so good. Oh, look at these carrots, y'all. I'm excited about these carrots. All that greenery. What about over here on this side? Yep. Y'all are still alive and well. Everybody needs a little sprinkle. Y'all need a little watering this morning. Ooh, this Italian parsley has decided to just come to life on me. Oh, those are pretty. Those are pretty. Yeah. Okay. Got all the greenery going. All right, let's give them a drink. Isn't that snazzy, guys? Oh, isn't that pretty? Left that thing in a pot for a while. Didn't know if it was alive or dead, but I kept tending to it, and it decided to show off. It decided to bloom. That's beautiful. And here's what I came for this morning. Here's the peppermint. Hasn't flinched from all the peppermint I've been taking from it, and all the tea I've been drinking, and all the peppermint I've been putting in. Oh, I just moved those leaves, and I get a waft of peppermint, like a whole big gust of peppermint comes in my face. Oh, that's so good. So fresh and lovely. But it hasn't flinched from all the leaves I've been taking from it. It just grows more. It's a very prolific plant. Have y'all ever seen rosemary bloom, y'all? I have never gotten rosemary to the point of blooming. I've never actually seen it bloom. So my rosemary plant is actually, hi guys, hi. My rosemary plant is throwing off blooms. I love it. And that is a beautiful purple bloom. Also, I've got so much sage in my life going on. I wanted this big bin to fill out with sage, and fill out it did. It is flushing out with all this sage, and I'm going to have to come in here and harvest this and freeze dry it. It's time to collect some sage and harvest some sage, because that's one thing we haven't been able to preserve any of, because we've never had enough of it. We have never been able to preserve enough of the sage, and it's time now. We have enough sage to actually harvest fresh for our family and preserve some of it. Oh, and that's another good smell. If I move these leaves and put my hands through it, that is another wonderful smell, is sage. That's a wonderful kitchen fresh herb smell. Smells good already. All right, steep, baby steep. Go ahead and boil. Oh yes, the tea is ready. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's perfect. Let's get some honey in that and have some tea and breakfast. Whew, yeah. Not gonna lie, my favorite breakfast of all time. I love lots of breakfast. Like, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. But my favorite breakfast food to have of all time is probably cream of wheat. And that's what I'm having right now. It's cream of wheat. It's kind of like, I don't know if any of y'all have ever had it. People from all over the world watch, my channel. So may have never heard of cream of wheat, but we have it, here. So it's kind of like oatmeal or porridge it's creamy wheat. It's like a milky, creamy, cooked wheat, like a wheat soup, I guess. And it's fabulous. I love all things like that taste like grains or wheats or oats. I love that type of savory flavor, you know what I mean? I love that type of taste. So my favorite breakfast of all time so far is probably cream of wheat. And there's a lot of second place, third place, fourth place, fifth place. There's a lot of breakfast foods that I love, but cream of wheat really tops it off. So this video is going to be a little bit different today, guys. I wanted to talk to y'all about holiday gifts because Christmas is coming up, and everybody that I know of, probably everybody in the world, is kind of on a tighter budget than we used to be. And money is tighter, and people are focusing more on necessities and less on frivolous spending or extra spending, where everybody's just worried about just getting by and getting what they need rather than what they want. So with that being the case, and with funds being tighter and everything, that leaves the question, what are we going to do about Christmas? So Christmas presents are going to be a little more scant, a little less this year. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to have your family focus more on things of the spirit, and more on spiritual gifts, and more on appreciating what you have and seeing what can you do for others, not things that don't cost a lot, and things that aren't gonna break your budget or stretch you too thin. Things that you already have, resources or skills or talents that you already have that you can share with others. Or maybe just a little extra ingredients to make another goodie, to make an extra pie or something, and go give it to someone, wrapped in a bow or something. Isn't that a wonderful gift? So that was my thought, was gifts that we can give to other people, and things that we have made with our hands, or things that we have produced that we could beautify and give as gifts, even to each other, even the family members in our house and the stuff under our tree. Homemade gifts are the best, and I love things that someone has put time and effort and energy into, and they thought of me, and they thought that I would love this gift, that they spent time on and spent effort on, and it actually took some creativity. It's not just something they ran out and bought from a store. I don't need anything from a store. I'm good. But my children also, sorry, I'm playing around with these little candle holders, these beautiful things. I have all these little Christmas things out. We have decorated a little more this year. We put out the cute little holiday things all over the tables, and the things that sing and light up and make noise, and things I got from years past. I keep all my stuff in totes. That's what we do. We keep all of our Christmas decorations in totes, all of our lights and all of our extra ornaments and all of our garland and decorations and wrapping paper and everything. You don't know what to do with it for the rest of the year. Well, we pack it up in totes and we put it up in our attic. So that's where it's been, in the attic, in these totes and boxes labeled Christmas stuff. So I pulled all that out and we decorated, and in doing that I just kind of thought, what can I make for the kids, and just wrap it up real cute and just put it under the tree, and just that'll be the one gift from mommy for the year. And that's okay if there's not 10 or 20 gifts from me and from Santa. It's okay if there's less this year. It's all right, and it's okay to be grateful and have a grateful heart about what we have, because we have everything we need. Honestly, we want for nothing. We have everything we need. So in that, I wanted to show y'all some things, what I had thought of and what I had done. I don't think I showed y'all the finished product of what I was working on. I have mentioned before in previous videos that I was working on a sweater Well, let me get all the other yarn and string off of this because I have so many other projects going on in this bag. It's unreal. This is the little sweater that I made for Miles. So this collar, I don't know if I like it better up or turned down like that. I think maybe turned down, and I can block it to make sure it kind of like the fabric stays. But I made this little sweater for him. And I think I got the measurements right. I think this will fit an 8-year-old kid, 8 to 9. So I think I did it right. And this is all mostly just knit stitch. It's just knits and purls, guys. It's nothing like spectacularly hard. I didn't even use a pattern. Like, I did this without a pattern, guys. That's how easy breezy this is. Once you learn how to do a knit stitch and a purl stitch, you can make anything. I swear, you can make anything. So it's just a matter of, you know, did I need to decrease and increase? Like when I did the shoulder there, I left the hole for the shoulder, for the arm, and then when I put the stitches back on the needle to do the arm, I had to put all these stitches back on the needle and then start knitting the arm. And it was just a matter of decreases and increases. So I had to get smaller right here at the cuff, at the wrist. You know, I had to make that smaller, and then so you just decrease some stitches. If you need to get bigger and wider, you just increase some stitches. And you can YouTube that, guys. This is stuff that you can like Google and look up and watch it on YouTube, slow it down, back it up, you know, watch it again and again, and just slowly take yourself through it, and you'll very quickly get the idea of how to increase or decrease, and how to do a knit and a purl, and how to cast on and cast off, and how to leave an opening for an arm or a neck. You know, it's not rocket science, and it's not as hard as people think it is. So if you wanted to do a knitted gift, you don't have to go all out and do a sweater. That's just what I did for Miles. That's Miles's gift. Don't tell him. And I am filming this video when the kids are not here, obviously, and they're at school right now, so that's the idea. Everybody's out of the house, all the kids are at school right now, but they will be back in about 30 minutes, so I have to do this video while they're not here and while they can't see what they're gonna get for Christmas. So, shh. Secret between you and I. I have not done Avery's gift. What Avery's gift will be, though, I'm using this fine red, like, it almost looks like twine. It's this fine silky thread, really, really dainty, really elegant and fine. And I'm trying to get a special, got a design in it. It's not just knits and purls. It has, well, use knits and purls to make the design, but it's going to be a little more creative, a little more whimsically. It's got a design in it, and it's going to be a shawl. So it's going to be this nice, dainty, elegant, red colored shawl. So if I can get to that before Christmas, I'm hurrying and knitting as fast as I can. That's going to be her gift. But the others are, moving on, see if I can dig them out of here. I have a matching gift for Lily and her boyfriend Maurice. So Maurice is a person that we have come to love and treasure so much. He brings so much joy to our hearts and our family, and we love him so much, so he's practically part of the family now. So I figured he gets a Christmas gift, right? So this ombre colored green that I found, it's like, when I say ombre, it's like it fades into different shades of green. So it's not all the same color green. It just has different shades as you knit. It turns into different colors, but it all kind of matches, you know, it all kind of goes together. So I made a matching pair of gloves. Hey, Biscuit. Matching pair of gloves. One bigger size for Maurice because he has bigger hands, and one in a smaller, sort of medium size for Lily. So they have a matching pair of gloves. So one gift's going to be wrapped for Lily and one for Maurice, and hopefully they'll open them at the same time and they'll see that they are matching sets of gloves for them. So I figured that was a good girlfriend boyfriend Christmas gift. I don't know. I'm cheesy and cute like that. I liked it. That's what I went for this year. I have started on Seraphim's gift. When I say started, I mean I have started like just a little bit here. It's only got the little first cuff started, and it's a cuff because these are going to be some, like, they're gloves, but they're more elegant. It's not meant to keep your hands warm gloves. She could wear them, I guess, if her hands are a little chilly. But this is the softest baby material, and it's going to be more like ladies' gloves, like ladies' charm gloves, like opera gloves. Think opera gloves when you think of that. So, and I think it's going to be fingerless. I think it's going to stop right there and be kind of fingerless, and have a good thumb gusset on it, so make it really feminine and long and dainty. And it's going to be this, you know, elegance ladies glove, if I can pull it off before Christmas. So I have a shawl and a set of gloves to make, and then that'll be all the kids for Christmas. So if I can get those 2 projects done before Christmas, I'm down to about 3 weeks. No, 4. Well, yeah, technically. 3.5. Let's say 3.5. So I'm down to 3.5 weeks. Let's see if I can get 2 projects done in 3.5 weeks. And you probably are thinking, well, how are you making these projects at home without them seeing them? Well, actually, they're so used to me knitting. All of the kids are so used to me knitting in the house by now that it's become just old hat. It's become just a regular thing. It's like looking at a wall. It's like, oh, mom's knitting. Well, she's always knitting. I'm literally always knitting every time I hold still. So they've stopped asking me now, what am I making? Because I'm always making something. So they don't really pay attention to it. It's like it's there, but they don't see it. So they don't ask, I don't tell, and they just see me making something, and then I hide it in my bag, and they never know any different. So they're not as focusedly observing on what I'm doing in the knitting department, thank goodness. So I can kind of sneak that. I can kind of get away with that on the down low. So that's what I've been doing. I've been knitting in front of their faces like every day and knitting their Christmas gifts, but they don't know about it. So I just wanted to kind of give you some gift ideas and some thought-provoking things that you can go with.
I hope they don't watch your videos.
They're not. Wes just came up to me and said, I hope they don't watch your videos. That's another thing they don't do. My kids don't watch my videos. And that's not insulting to me. I don't feel bad about that. But my kids don't watch my videos, so they're not gonna know. My sister does. I think my nieces still do. My mom might sometimes watch them. I think my in-laws occasionally will watch a video or 2. But like, we got some family members that watch them and some that don't, and that's okay with me. My kids have other things going on in their life. They've got other priorities and concerns. Mommy's videos is like bottom of the totem pole. They are not concerned at all about what I'm doing or what I'm making, which is a good thing. That's a blessing. That makes me, fly under the radar. That is a good thing. So I'm not taken for granted or anything, or I'm not walked over. It's just that they don't focus that much energy and time into, oh, mom, what are you doing? They don't like to be all up in my business because they consider it boring sometimes, which is okay. That's okay. So I wanted to give y'all those good thought-provoking gift ideas. If you can make a pillow, if you sew, if you can make a pillow, if you do embroidery, if you know how to make a basket. I've always loved basket weaving. I've been fascinated by basket weaving, and I will learn that craft one day. I will learn that skill. If you do pottery, my mind is going crazy with ideas of things that you can physically make, with your hands. Some people make soaps, some people make candles. And then you guys that want to get in on this, that think that all of those girly gifts are like too feminine. Okay, you guys, do you do any woodworking? Do you do welding? Do you do any sort of craftsmanship? Do you garden? Plants would be a great gift idea. I love getting plants, and I love giving plants all year long. I'm sure in your season or in your zone, there is something that you can give that will live in somebody's house. A house plant. There you go. That is the easiest thing in the world, right? So guys can come up with all these like more masculine, manly sort of crafts that you could create that would bless someone's life and just beautify their home, or something for their car, or just anything that would bring them joy and make them happy this holiday season. It doesn't have to be flashy, doesn't have to be so monumentally over the top. It can be something so simple. Potpourri jar, guys, like something so simple and sweet, something homemade, especially some food, some baked bread. These are lovely gifts, lovely gift ideas, and they mean so much and they go so far, because How often do you get a homemade gift in reality? Like in the reality of the life we live and the society we live in. How often do we get a handmade or homemade gift, or a gift that took some thought and time and some effort and some creativity? How often do we get those? Those are special. Those are few and far between. So I wanted to give you guys that spark of inspiration and that those ideas to start getting going, because we only have about 3 weeks, guys. Clock is ticking, and we only have about 3 weeks, but 3 weeks is plenty of time to do some gifts. 3 weeks is plenty of time to bless your family's life with some homemade, creative, handmade things. So I love you guys, and I wanted to leave that with you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.